city of angels. Feels like I'm coming home. With my head up in the clouds, I am searching for something, and I'm still hoping. 'Cause I wanna be in, not out. Wanna make this all count. Yes, I wanna go crazy now. Gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star, 'cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
But it's not that easy. You're complicating things for me. No, it's not that easy. Maybe just a little time can heal me, but it doesn't feel the way. What are you doing to me? Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. That stupid. Thought that we were meant to be. Yeah, I'm just that stupid. Maybe just a little time can that we were meant to be. Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. For you. For you.
Hey, I've got you on my mind. Yeah, you're all that I think about. You know you got me going wild. And what I want is you. Could you come a little closer? I want you by my side. And I'll try the best I can to make you feel this way. Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. Tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, 'cause I'd do anything. I just wanna be with you. How can you make me feel this way? Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. I just wanna hear you say that you want me to. I told you I can't get you off my mind. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. Hope you're having a good week. There was some discussion during the countdown as to why I have a countdown. That really just goes back to a time when nobody would show up for my live stream, and the countdown was meant to get the chat window going. So when I got here, I had something to talk about. So that's essentially what it's for. It's really funny. I've put a lot of things in place for this live stream to be successful. And I think I've been doing it maybe 4 years now. I feel like I've had 4 full years of live streams. So if that's like, what, 52 weeks a year times 4? So maybe I've got like 200 live streams. I don't know. I haven't really checked. But there used to be a time when I had really unsuccessful live streams. I would sit in here and I would talk to myself for an hour, and maybe 1 or 2 people would like come in and out. I've built up a little bit of a following, not necessarily following, but more of like, I've got some subscribers. I've got some people that I've met, people that I've been guests on their shows, and I watch their shows and they watch my shows. And so I've kind of built some relationships with people at this point. But so maybe I don't need to have such a long countdown, but I really, really enjoy, the music that's on the countdown, and it really hypes me up for the show. It also gives me an opportunity to go down and make coffee, brush my hair, brush my teeth. Like, it plays in the background, and I know I've got 9 minutes to get all that stuff done. And it's the pre-show anyway. Like, I tell everybody that the show starts at 7, and it really, really starts at 7. But we all just kind of hang out before 7. So if I have anything important to say, I'll kind of wait till 7 to do that. If I'm going to show other people's videos, I'll kind of wait till 7 to do that as well. So, Mark, that's what that's all about. I know I don't have any control over when YouTube sends you an alert, but I really appreciate you clicking that bell and being notified. So yeah, we've got 7 people in here. I'm going to go ahead and do a little roll call. Stephen Drones is in the house. Mark White is in the house. What's up? Off Access is in the house. CT Pirate is in the house. And that is everybody in the chat so far. We don't really have a lot to talk about tonight. It's been kind of a dry week as far as news goes. But I think it's been a really good week as far as the DJI Air 3. Actually seeing some real life video. And I feel like I've seen a couple videos from people that actually bought the drone. This is that time that you get everybody's reviews long, and they've had months to play with it and all that kind of stuff. And then you get the real reviews right after that of people that actually went to Best Buy and picked it up. And so now that I've seen like production versions, I think it's a really cool drone. I thought probably the best video that I saw about it, there were 2 videos that I liked. I liked Dobo's video because he kind of gave you a real world perspective. But I really liked Ken Heron's video that I saw today. And he compared the video footage right out of the camera, pointed a whole bunch of different drones at the same building, and then you got to see really what the camera was doing. So I thought his video was the best. He said it flies great, and I was watching him fly it. It was pretty nimble. The other news is Dennis, which is Nacho. He spent all week tearing his Avata apart and replacing it with the new, more powerful motors, and the wider ducts. So I can't remember if it changed it into a 3-inch or a 5-inch quad. I can't remember. I had those specs in my mind yesterday. I should have wrote them down. But in other news, my eye is doing really, really well. It took about an hour for it to wake up today. So in the mornings are the roughest for me now with my eye. But I'm able to read what you guys are writing. I'm able to use both of my eyes in the same direction. It's not super sensitive to light or anything like that. Dewey snuck in since I did roll call. What's up, Dewey? Hope you're having a good night or morning for you. So Dewey bought the Air 3. Nice. Mark said Dustin Dunhill did some. I saw his showed up on my stream. I've just been working so hard. I haven't been able to check them all out. So I'll check his out tonight. So Steve's having a hard time hearing me. Can everybody else hear me? Check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check, check. Let me know if I need to turn something up. I can move it a little closer to me. About there. But Dewey said it's okay. Not much in the difference with 12 megapixels versus 48 megapixels. Strange. Mark said Steve forgot to turn his volume up after the music stopped. Hey, I love that music. I know some of y'all are like, I watched some videos that I forget who. Like I've been starting to watch a lot of videos from people that I met in South Florida and people that I've met on live streams and stuff like that. And there's a wide range of audio that people choose for their drone videos. I think if someone is flying 90 miles an hour or 80 miles an hour using their DJI FPV drone, they've got like rock and roll music on it. Some people are like floating with their Avata and they've got like kind of floaty music with it, like kind of, I don't know, you're getting a massage kind of music. I really like, so I'm a singer. And so I really, really like vocals. I really like the voice. And so I've found that a lot of kind of electronic dance music usually has really cool vocals and some really cool effects on those vocals. So I tend to move towards that. And I want the stuff that I put on YouTube to be kind of viewable from people that are younger than me. So I try to get like pop music or top 40, that kind of stuff off of Epidemic Sound. So and I also want it to keep it clean just in case like my kids' friends watch my videos. I don't want them, listening to a hoopty sex song or anything like that. So that's generally how I pick my music. But I really, really like, and maybe it's because I watch a lot of marketing videos where there's like, the new Apple, iPad mini. What's up, Joe? Joe likes to rock out on his videos. See if I missed any comments here. All right. CT Pirate says sounds good to him. He took his battery down 65% and got 7.75 miles and still had 4 bars on the controller. Dang. So I'm trying to figure out which I want to do. If someone will buy my Autel Evo 2 Pro, then I will probably get the one with the the really good controller with the screen in it. I don't remember what it is. RC2 Pro. I don't remember. But But if I don't sell that, I'll probably just get the drone just to see if I just to fly it in the air. I've got an iPad mini, so I don't have to have a really cool screen on my controller, even though I do like it. I'll probably have more control over my drone if I just go use my iPad anyway. The controllers are pretty locked down, which I don't like. So Dewey said he has the NC2. Ended up buying the RC2. My P20 Pro phone, Pixel 20 Pro, is no longer compatible. Okay. Yeah, I generally have an updated phone. We kind of rent our phones, so we get a new phone every 2 years. So my phone is generally pretty updated. But I think my dad's still rocking the iPhone 4 or something like that. He's always telling me about how he watched a YouTube video and took the phone apart himself and swapped out the battery. And he's like, he's a farm boy, so he's not ever gonna sell anything. He's gonna use it even after it dies. He's gonna bring it back to life, resuscitate it. So yeah, I've said hi to everybody. So there's been leaked images. I'm gassy tonight. Of the GoPro 12. And I don't know if it's fake or not, but there is an image going around that says 1-inch sensor on the side of it. Let's see if it's on here. Oh, wait. I don't understand Bing. I was going to show it to you. Let's see. Yep. I'll pop this up on the screen. All right, so this is a picture that's been circulating around the internet of the GoPro 12, and it has 1-inch sensor on the side of it. I have a good feeling that this has been doctored, because I really think the blur on 1-inch sensor is different than the blur on the camera. And that's just my personal thought, but I think it's done really, really well. Lambo's mowing the yard and listening to my live stream. That's awesome. Don't screw it up, Lambo. So there's this image, but this is generally where GoPro puts the number of the camera. I was trying to think if I have a GoPro. This is a bad example. And the styling looks a lot like, I mean, it fits their style and their brand. But I don't know if you can get this on the camera. It's going to go blurry. Yep. It's too small. But on the GoPro Session, where it says Hero Session 5 on the side, it's the exact same font exact same style. So it very well could be a legit image. But in the same yeah, in the same, from like the picture from the same guy, he has this image up and it says ultra slow-mo 4K 240 frames per second. If that's the case, I'm buying it day one. I'm just gonna say that. To have a little action camera that can do that, I'm sold. But if not, then I don't know. We've all been fooled before. But if the 1-inch sensor thing is true, I really, really want a GoPro Max 1-inch edition. To me, that would be perfect because it would be a camera that doesn't come apart. Like, my favorite camera is the Insta360 1-inch edition. It's because it's got two 1-inch sensor 180 lenses on it, and it can shoot wonderful video, and it can shoot for an hour at a time. Like, it's the best 360 camera I have. And I have the Insta360 Pro, and I have the Insta, or the Samsung 360 Round. I've got some pretty big, beefy 360 cameras, and that camera performs. It fits in my pocket, kind of. It only utilizes two lenses, so there's only one spot where you have to worry about a stitch line. It's not like, it's light enough that I can put it on my Inspire 2. Like, it just clicks all the buttons that I like. Makes me happy. But the only thing I don't like about it is it comes apart in pieces. So I don't really feel comfortable taking that thing underwater. Or even like in the rain. Rain would probably be fine, but I don't want any kind of drop to just kind of get down in there and hit my electrodes or anything. So, but the Max, I took that all around the water park and I didn't even care. So what do we got in the chat? So I keep doing this and I'm like going out of the camera. So I don't like that. So Dewey had a Hero 8, only got slight use, traded for a camera lens. He uses a cheap action camera, 4Ks for time lapse. Steven Drones has a GoPro 7. It's good enough for him. Nice. I think that's great. I think, like, if you've got a camera, or a drone, or like, if it does what you need it to do, there's no need to buy a new camera. And I think, like, that's really what Ken Heron was saying in his video. Like, if you've got a drone that can shoot 4K and it's doing great, like, he put up the Mini 3 Pro, and the video footage didn't look any different coming out of the Mini 3 Pro than the Air 3. Now, the Air 3 flies way better than the Mini 3 Pro, but the Mini 3 Pro is a little beast for, a sub 249 drone that you don't have to register, which says a lot. For a little drone that you don't have to register, that if it fell out of the sky, it wouldn't hurt anybody. Like, that is awesome. Which brings me to another thing that I've been thinking about. What if they came out? I was thinking that they need to come out with like a DJI Avata Pro. Maybe has a better camera on it. But what if they came out with a DJI Avata Mini that is under 249 grams, that you didn't have to register, that still had the great camera on it, Like, how cool would that be? You'd be able to fit it in smaller spaces. You might not get like it might blow around like the Tele did, but if you found that sweet spot with, like, I think the DJI Mini 3 Pro has arrived. Like, the first Mini was it was okay, but it's still pretty much a toy. Like, you couldn't go across the parking lot without it losing connection and little things like that. Mini 2 was better, especially when they added the OcuSync to the Mini 2. But the Mini 3 and the Mini 3 is good, very good, a lot of innovation there. And then the Mini 3 Pro came out, and I think the Mini 3 Pro is a ridiculous little drone for under 249 grams. The fact that you can get 30 minutes out of the battery, the regular battery, and then if you want to register the drone, you can put the better battery on it because it's heavier now. But I really think if they came out with the DJI Vata Mini, I would love that little drone. I think people would fly it around their living room, fly it around their house. Like, real estate would be great. So Nacho's got an interesting thing. Nacho said, what if DJI came out with a universal smart battery for homemade drones? I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, homemade drones and their lipos. I'm not a fan of the lipos. I know they're cheap, but I would probably, like, if I bought one battery that worked all the time, then I wouldn't need to buy cheap batteries, a bunch of them. But like when I was trying out FPV, those lipos overcharge or undercharge, or like, there were just so many like issues that I had with batteries. And there were issues that I didn't want to deal with. You know what I mean? Like, I've been purchasing a lot of gear since I started this YouTube channel. I've been buying cameras, I've been buying batteries, I've been buying drones. I have an engineer mind, and I want to fix things. I want to make things work better. That's why I'm always putting 360 cameras on drones, and I'm still waiting for my drone with a 360 camera that's built into it. Don't know that that's ever going to happen, but and I know they've got FPV drones that do that, but they're still like 3 steps back. But yeah, there's two things that I would want for like easy deployment on homemade drones would be the GPS functionality of our camera drones, like being able to, like the Avata, like if you screw up, you can just pause in the middle of the air and it'll just hover. How hard would that be to build into the little stacks that you buy, or the bind and fly kits? Like, how hard would that be to add a GPS model and then create a mode that holds its horizon, or one that returns to home? Like, those are the things that's the reason I don't really like FPV, like the FPV, I don't know, all the FPV drones, is because I really feel like it's a step back. Now, I think people that know how to fly them and can keep them up in the air have some amazing videos that I can't do. Like the Avata is the closest thing that I've ever had to being able to make a proper FPV video, but I still can't do power flips and dive buildings and do the half pipes and all that kind of stuff. But I'll watch some of those videos of people doing that, and then they'll just kind of fly the same same route over and over and over again, like I do, I don't know. I'd love for that type of functionality to be built into a stack, like a kit that you can buy the kit and then buy whatever motors you want and buy whatever. I just think that would be awesome. So if Insta360 made a sphere which had interchangeable mountain brackets to fit all the drones other than the Air 2 and 2S. Yeah. So I've got two. It's not the sphere. I have the sphere for the Air 2S, and used to fly it on my Air 2, and then I also have the Insta360 1R aerial edition, which was a complete failure. I'm pretty sure it was a complete failure for everybody. Like all the reviewers that did a video on it made one video, and I guarantee you they had to hunt for some decent footage out of that. Because I put mine up in the air, and it was too tight. There was no dampening, and so there was a lot of vibration, and the lenses didn't match. I think when the sphere came out, they fixed a lot of those problems. But Mark, I think that's a great idea. I want an Insta360 Pro that splits in half, and I can put on both sides of my Inspire. That's what I want. They're not going to do that, but so Mark, you have the 1R Twin Edition. Nice. So in the 1R Twin Edition, you've got the 360 mod lens. In the aerial edition, that 360 mod is split in half. So I have one that, and one of the reasons I got it was they were supposed to come out with a VR 180 mod, and so that split 360 was supposed to turn into a 180 camera, just like the Evo did, but that never happened. So Dewey said the Buzz does his head in, no FP for him. I think a lot of people like to hear the motors just so they can. If you're learning how to fly FPV, I think listening to people's motors is a good thing, because you hear them actually let go of the throttle. And so like when they're climbing and you hear the motors just stop, and then the drone goes through the flip, and then you hear them like slowly turn the throttle back on so that it doesn't run into the ground. If the videos that have the audio and the videos that have where people have a video of their sticks and what they're doing on the sticks while you're watching their video, I think is a great way to learn how to do FPV. But I really don't like motor noise in my videos. I always like to put music behind it. And that's why I'm trying to get like the 360 round videos that I've been doing lately. I'm trying to just show everybody that camera really sucks when it comes to audio. And I would never use the audio from any of that from that camera. But I would put it, which it's kind of frustrating that I couldn't put it downtown Nashville and it be a good video, because like there really is no other experience than being down on Broadway in Nashville, Tennessee, with all of the honky tonk bars playing music, and like it's just, there's no way to experience that without audio. And so playing around with that. All right, let's see who else. So Lee's lurking from Texas. What's up, Lee? Yellow Rose Drones. Hope you're having a good night. Maddie's in the house. What's up, Maddie? Hope you're having a good night. Nacho said it's hard. I don't know what he's talking about, but that's what she said. So Mark said the twin has the 360 module and the action camera. I think I might have. I've got all these little Rubbermaid containers with different drone parts. Yep, there it is. No, I thought I had it. This is the aerial edition. It's 3D printed, but it's 3D printed really, really well. But like I said, that was a failure on Insta360's part, and like I think 3 people made videos of it. I made one, just showing everybody that this sucks. And then Flightpath made a video, and he faked it. I think it turned out all right, but he did one video on it, which Flightpath always does. Like, he doesn't do a lot of videos. Like, he does the important videos and then makes a lot of money. He's got a good plan going on. But sorry, and I forget who did the other video. So Dewey said if he had to keep one of his drones, he'd pick the Mini 2. Sorry, I got I'm verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves. That just told some of y'all how old I am. Charles Gillespie's in the house. What's up, Charles? Hope you're having a good night. Let's see. It's really funny looking at the chat, like trying to roll through, see if anybody has any questions for me. Because like someone will show up, and then like the next 30 posts are like someone saying hi to that person, which is great. I love that you guys, that we have such an awesome community. Steven Drones 12 props. Oh, Nacho said learning FPV is hard. Got it. Maddie said time and patience, you'll get there. Yeah, we all strive to be like Maddie. I was watching him fly in the South Florida drone meetup, over the parking lot and around the bridges, like seeing how close he got to that bridge, but how fast he got there. I was like, man. The biggest thing, Maddie attests to this. Whenever we were in South Florida, he told me that like it's such a fun hobby, but the batteries don't last at all. Like I watched him rip, and I think his flight was maybe like 4 or 5 minutes. He was going super fast. So if you slowed that footage down, you could make like a 12-minute video out of it. But like his motors are going so fast, and yeah. So if you had, like Nacho said, like smart batteries for homemade drones, that could hold, that could run, and even the new thing with the Air 3 that has the case where you could take all the juice out of 2 batteries and put that juice in the 3rd battery so you can get another flight. I think that if there was something like that for the FPV hobbyists, I think that would be awesome. Because like, you'd probably bring out like 10 or 15 packs just so that you can, fly for an hour or two. because they run out so fast. So Gary's in the house. What's up, Gary? Hope you're having a good night. He's been lurking, but now dinner's on. Like, you always make me hungry, Gary. You're like, time to eat. Bob did that last week. He was like, I'm going to go eat some dinner. That's all right. I appreciate y'all coming. All right. So oh yeah, that's a good point. So Nacho said the short flight times is probably the hardest part in learning how to fly FPV. Like, if you only have 6 minutes of flight time, and that whole time you're trying not to crash, it's kind of hard to focus on what you're trying to do, like what you're supposed to do to keep it up in the air. And so that's why the sim time is really valuable. Maddie, did you learn on a sim? And if you did, what sim did you use? I'm not sure what Nacho's using. Are you using Liftoff, Nacho? I just downloaded the sim on my iPad mini. So I was thinking about buying a controller, another controller that I can undo the left stick or release the left stick, so that I can practice on that. I've been watching a lot of Nacho's videos, and if Nacho can do it, I feel like I can do it. So we might try to go back down that route again. I don't think I'm going to go with anything from iFlight or any bind and fly drones. I'll probably just stick to the DJI FPV drone and the Avata, just because I like that. I like the security and the safety of being able to hover if I need to. And the return to home is good. So Mark said, if you could fit the Avata battery housing onto the FPV drone, I feel like that would work. Even like the DJI FPV batteries, like, that's just a standard plug, isn't it? Or is that proprietary? It looks like just a standard, like those yellow connectors. I forget what it's called, like a U35 or something. I'm not sure, but I kind of feel like they're just really smart batteries, but they still have like the FPV stuff in them. So Maddie says they sell liquid ion batteries for longer flight times in FPV. Are those the ones that look like? Do they look like regular batteries, but they're like not branded? There'll be like a green column, and then they'll put 4 of those together and solder the ends together. So Lambo said there's a circuit board built in for the smarts. So is that the like, I know with lipos you would you'd have the charger, but then you'd also have the balancer, and the balance lead would like distribute the power to go to all 4. Like, if you had a 4S battery, it would go to all 4 batteries at the same time and balance all that out. And if you didn't have that, your battery would just blow up. It's been a while since I've been in that kind of mental state. Yeah. I've got a link in the club if anybody wants to join the chat and hang out. I have a video from Nacho, but it's like literally 3 seconds long or something like that. So Lambo said Max Air had one torn out this weekend, balance built in with that circuit stuff. So are you saying that it blew up? Yeah, Nacho, that's the reason I hated it. Like, I really did. And I bought like a really good charger. I don't remember what it's called. But yeah. So let's see what this is. All right. So Dewey just sent me a video. We are going to move into user videos. I think that's a good transition. Oh, okay. So Lambo clarified. One of Tammy's DJI packs was dead, so he disassembled it. Got it. So Maddie's a pro at the lipo. He's a lipo pro. He's got over 50 lipos in his lipo bags at home. As long as you care for them, charge them, supervise, you'll be good. Steven Drones got a new battery for his Typhoon H Plus for $129. That's pretty awesome. There is a guy that's selling the H3 on Facebook here in Nashville, and I'm contemplating getting it. I might sell my Inspire and try to get it, but it's the one that's got the camera from Leica, I think. All right. So we're going to play this video from Dewey. And I'm not going to play anybody's music tonight. So get over it. What kind of field is that? That's really cool. Are those like soybean plants or something? What a beautiful sunset or sunrise. And that rock over to the right, that looks like lava. What a beautiful place to fly. So where is this, Dewey? So this is Lambay Island. So this is in Portrain in Northern Ireland. What a beautiful shot. Dewey, what are you flying with? Look at that. It's you hardly ever see, like in America, you hardly ever see videos of the ocean and see something in the distance. Like usually, like when you're flying off of the beach, there's nothing in the distance, but you've got like an island out there, which is awesome. So you've got foreground, midground, and background. It's really cool. Oh, the DJI Air 3. Nice. It did a really good job with the colors. There's a lot going on in this shot. The fact that you've got the details on the grass and the rocks, and you still have the sun in the background, like there's a lot of dynamic range going on in this shot. Is this HDR? Look at that bench. That's a bench right there. It's weird. Like it hovers so good that I thought the video paused, but it didn't. You're like literally hovering right now. And that thing is keeping its spot. That's what's amazed me in all the videos that I've seen of the Air 3, that it is spot on. Like there's hardly any sway in that. Oh, that was a beautiful video. Good job. So Nacho says, sorry for the short video. It's just an example of the new speed of the Avata with the Axis Flying 3.5 kit. So it's a 3.5 Cinewhoop now. It climbs like a rocket. All right, let me see if I can get that video up. Okay. Sorry, I'm not really logged into anything. Okay. We're going to show it at original speed, and then we're going to slow it down so you guys can see what's going on. It's such a small, short video. Okay. Here we go. Nacho's logo. Nacho's logo is longer, takes longer than it does for his Avata to get up to 400 feet. Look at that. All right, so we're going to replay this, and I'm going to put it at... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, we need to leave that there. We're going to put the playback speed at 0.25, just so that you have enough time to read what's on the screen. All right, here we go. We get past his logo. All right, here we go. We get my cursor out of the way. All right. Nacho on the... All right, we're going to get it here. You've got 2 miles per hour on here. Is this one right here, is this vertical speed? Pretty sure it's vertical speed. So everybody let's see how fast the vertical speed is on his new Avata upgrade kit. 14, 28, 38, 45, 50, 53, 56, 57. All right. So that's all we're going to play of that video. So in that video, I think I saw like almost 58 miles an hour vertical ascent. So the vertical flight was crazy on his new upgrade. So Nacho, what is did you do a test to see what the battery difference is flying with your new kit compared to the old kit? Because I'd be curious to see, like, you're flying faster, so I would assume that you're burning more battery. So I'm just curious. I really want to do that kit. And does it still fly like a normal Avata? Like, can you fly in? Like, is all the functionality of the Avata there? You just have bigger motors for more powerful motors and larger props. I have a lot of questions, and I don't know if you've prepared to answer those questions, but like, I want to know like what the weight difference is, what the efficiency is, all that kind of stuff. So Nacho said 4 seconds to 400 feet. So that's like Lamborghini, like 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. Which is essentially what you did. Like, we just saw it go 58 miles an hour up. Excuse me. We just saw it go 58 miles an hour vertically. So, I mean, if it makes it up to 400 feet in 4 seconds, it probably got up to 58 miles an hour in 3 seconds, I would think. Because it probably slowed itself down when it got up to 400 feet. Mark says, that is fast. The Air 3 has a vertical ascent speed of 43 miles per hour. That's the fastest camera drone. I can't read what his last... I have a button in front of the last thing that you said. Let's see what... Ascent speed. So yeah, so the Air 3 is like the fastest drone, the fastest vertical drone that's been released. So your little Avata can smoke that in a vertical race, which is pretty cool. So Nacho said, yes, in normal and sport, it's pretty much the same. In manual, you can kill a battery in 5 to 7 minutes. Dang. So I don't have experience flying the Avata in manual, so I don't know. I don't have anything to compare that to. But is that because the Avata is doing all of the speed management, whereas if you're flying manual, you're doing all the flight management, so you're pushing it farther than the Avata would do it on its own? Like, I know when you like do like power flips and stuff like that, like you're pushing the motors as far as they can when you're going into the flip, and then like you let go, and then you push the throttle again. Nacho says very stable, and it keeps all the smart functions. That's pretty awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Well, the next thing I want to do tonight is I want to go in the club. And I want to apologize because I have not been I've not been focused on the YouTube channel this month. We've got a lot of things going on with my job, and so I've had to focus on I've had to focus a lot of my mental capacity on that, and I've been pretty drained. So I haven't, like, going out and spending extra time to make a video is something that I've just been slacking off on. And my eye, I don't want to, like, my eye is almost better, and I don't want to go backwards with my eye. So so that's what I've been doing. So Nacho said that when you're in manual, you're going faster, much faster, drawing more power in manual. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Boy, that takes a long time to pop up. I don't know if it does for you guys, but sharing my screen is taking longer now. But I wanted to go through the club and see what's going on there. We've got some new photos from Alex, so I wanted to show you guys those. 2 photos from Fort Pierce. So I think this is a really beautiful photo. So here's a boat going out. I like the 3 stripes. 2 of them are, just kind of walkways, and I don't remember what they call these, but they kind of like break up the waves so that they don't crash into land as much. But then this one's a boat, so I think that's really cool. And then here's a close-up of one of those, which, what a cool day, just sitting there with your chair and your umbrella. I don't know if they're fishing or what, but it's a really cool shot. And I feel like that's the same thing as this right here, but it might not be. So those are cool. We got a couple from Captain Joe. So we'll play those. I want to get another. All right, so I want to play these. I can't remember if I played this last week or not, but this is the Mavic Air 2S at the Madisonville mini meetup with Joe or Johnny. That already looks awesome, y'all. Is that like a boat? It looks like Forrest Gump, like where the boats crashed into the pier. I feel like we saw this last week, but I don't remember that first shot. I remember saying that the water was weird. Like it's going like it looks like a video game water. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we watched this last week. But we can watch it again. I really like this video. I think it's beautiful. So Mark said that those things are breakwaters. I think this is cool because there used to be a walkway. There used to be a walkway that went all the way out from the lighthouse to that. I'm assuming that's another light. I think the last time we saw this, it was sunset, though. So I don't know that we've seen this video. Because I really like where you can see through the water and see kind of what the sand looks like or the dirt looks like under the water. Gives it kind of like frozen ripples. It's pretty cool. Oh, this is a cool shot. I love that. Is that a parking lot? Or is that a beach? Or what is that big thing over there? I guess it is a parking lot. Looks like a place to do donuts is what it looks like. Whoa, bird almost hit the drone. Did y'all see that? I want to go back and see that. Let's see. See if I can pause it. Right where the bird was. Where's that bird? I mean, it was like right in front of the drone. Here it is. All right, everybody look under my logo. That's where the bird's coming from. Isn't that cool? Man, that's cool. A little sparrow. Very cool. All right, I just wanted to do that. All right, we can continue to watch the video now. Those are the same birds that have been flying around my Inspire. But I love that. Doesn't that look like Forrest Gump? Or like Lieutenant Dan found Jesus? That's what you need to film for Project Decay. I'd get my Avata and I'd be all around that thing. I don't know if I'd have the... Oh, we got an asteroid. Oh, that's beautiful. That looked like the Earth. All right, here's the Madisonville riverfront. I think I want to play this video, and then I want to play Stephen Drone's video, and then I'm going to call it a night. Because I'm starting to get a headache with my eye. Oh, that's a cool shot. It's kind of random. Now for a time-lapse break. So I'm trying to figure out that bridge. Is that one of the bridges that... Is it like a drawbridge that goes straight up, or does it rotate? All right. I have questions. All right, we're going to kill that. And I wanted to play this video from Stephen Drones. So this is an old cemetery from Steve. And I believe he said this is from the Revolutionary War. (1821). Dang. That's almost 100 years ago. No, wait. That's almost 200 years ago. That's some bad math for me. 1801. That is 222 years ago. So Stephen Drone said that he's shooting with the Canon PowerShot SX540. I love it when y'all tell me what, like, reference the technology you're using. Man, that's an old graveyard. And that wall was probably built by hand. Man, that's crazy. Whoa. Man, 200 years old. That's crazy. Uh-oh. There we go. That's the right button. So as you can see, the sun has gone down in Nashville, Tennessee. I still can't figure out how to get my lights back to the color they need to be. That module might be behind that computer that I can't get to over there. So, but yeah, the videos I've got coming up, we are going to, I'm going to focus on trying to get my DJI Inspire 2. I'm going to try to do some missions with DroneLink. I already have missions that I know work, so I'm going to go ahead and try those missions. And I want to adjust the missions so that the flight is super slow. And the reason that I want to do it really, really slow is because I want to, I've got this mount that I'm going to hang underneath my Inspire 2. It's very like vibration dampening. And I'm going to hang my Insta360 1-inch underneath my Inspire. And so that's going to be kind of my goal for the next little while, to get a really, really good 360-degree experience from the air. And then I'm wanting to also play around with 360 from the ground, from a 3D perspective. So those are my two goals for the upcoming videos. I've still got some like cameras that I purchased that I haven't even really shown you guys, so I'm going to do some of those videos too. But I just got an iPad mini, and so the big focus is using that iPad mini with my Inspire 2, so I have more functionality with my Inspire 2, because I really feel like the functionality of the Inspire 2 is really dated because of, well, the Go4 app and the DJI screen that I have on there. So I want to put my my iPad mini 6 on there, so that I can access Litchi and I can access DroneLink and do all those things. And then the SDK has come out for the Mini 3 Pro, but it only works on Android. So I'm probably going to sell all of my other Android, or all of my other Android devices, and get an updated Android tablet, probably a Samsung cheap one, or a triple tech. I might get a triple tech, but I really want to do a mission with the Mini 3 Pro and compare it to the mission that I did with the original Mini years ago. I still have that footage. I don't have the Mini anymore, but I have that exact mission, and I want to play them both side by side and see how far we've come with the Mini series. So yeah, that's all we have for tonight. Not sure how many likes we have on the video, but if you would like, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell for notifications when I put out more videos. We got 14 likes. I just saw someone like it. So if you guys could get that up past 20, even the people watching afterwards, it really, really helps my channel when you like it. Yeah, that's all I got. I've already said my outro, so peace out, y'all. Have a wonderful week.